What can I say? It is great to be fishing bass tournaments again. I know I have not put out a bass tournament video in a long time. This is my second year fishing the Florida Bass Nation here in the northeast part of Florida. I fished it last year. Last year was my rookie year and I did terrible. I moved up, stepped up my game, went to a little bit higher level of tournaments, and them boys know how to fish, that's for sure. But so I was more focused on trying to catch a limit and competing than I was with, recording and making videos. But luckily it worked out this time. I got some pretty good footage and was able to put it together and bring you guys a nice tournament video. So a little background, this is the second stop for the Florida Bass Nation of the year. I missed the first one because I couldn't get off of work for it. But it's on the St. Johns River. We put in Palatka, Florida. It was March 5th, 2023 was the day of the tournament. Water temperature is around 70 degrees and the tide was dead low when we started. It came in and after 12 it started going back out again. So it gives you an idea of what kind of tides I was fishing. I didn't even practice for this tournament. I just went out and fished some familiar places that I had confidence in. And I managed to get a limit this time. So thank goodness, a little foreshadowing. Ooh, at least know I got a limit. Way to give away the video, right, Joe? But so I hope you guys enjoy the video, see me ripping some lips. But before we do that, if you could just take a second, go down there, hit that thumbs up button. It helps the video a lot, gets it spread out. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell right there next to it. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, it's not like a magazine subscription or anything. It just lets you know when I put out new videos. And as search as I might, there is not many videos at all of Bass Nation Pro-Am tournaments on YouTube. So I'll be bringing one of the few. There's tons out there on kayaks and like all the high school kids fishing it, but not many of the adult Pro-Am tournaments, or even the team tournaments for that matter. So it's kind of good to get that known, get that word out there that, hey guys, you can fish the Bass Nations. They're not as popular for some reason as the BFLs, but they're out there. So that's enough rambling on. Let's show some fishing. There we go. That's the one I need right there. This net. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Keep that chatterbait in your hand, boys and girls. You get you a nice one like that. Yes, sir. See how much he weighs. There's another one right here. Oh, he got off. Crap. All right, we might be on to something though. There we go. Oh. What is it with chatterbaits and catfish? I will never understand it. At least he didn't grease me up too bad. At this point, I'll take it. I'll take these right now. Get your butt in this boat. Yes, sir. Take that. The U's coming off. There we go. Like 2 1/4 or so. Maybe they are on the flipping bite. Yes, sir. Number 4. Put your butt in here. Oh. Well, what I got? I got a red. Red to damn missed my fingernail. I don't think he'll make it. Can't bring this one to the scale. That's a perfect slot, man. Man, I wish I could bring him home. Woo, I thought I had myself a giant of a bass. Alright. Maybe there's still some largemouth down there too, though. No, another red. God, it's all reds. Oh, we got the red fish spot. Dang. In the boat. Number 5! Yes! Number 5, and shouldn't have left this spot. Yes, a limit. Now let's upgrade. So did the red, I was wondering if the redfish run the bass? There's something right here. His bait. Son of a huge rattle trap twice at it. Let's wait for this thing to fall. I think he got it. He does got it. Get him. I got him. To the bass. Get in here. That one might help. No, don't flip out. I think so. Ooh, amen. Hey. So I was definitely worthy of wearing the On 'em hat, at least here in Florida. I didn't catch 30, but I managed to put quite a few fish in the boat for the conditions that we were under. It was definitely tough. There was another tournament going on, and the weights weren't giant on there either. And I did it mostly with these two setups that I'm going to go over for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking this far along the video, and it's going to be worth it, trust me. When I got the big fish on, and I got some other one, trusty old chatterbait. Throwing a 3/8 ounce green pumpkin chatterbait with a green pumpkin Zaco trailer, 15-pound Seagar fluorocarbon. This is just red label, the cheaper stuff. Seems to work fine in our dark water. Throwing it on a 7'4" medium heavy Vexen Pro series. It has a nice bend to the tip on the rod, so it allows the fish to grab this and really get a good bite on it versus as soon as you feel them and yanking it out of their mouth. And throwing that with a Shimano Corrado DC with a 6:2:1 gear ratio. That way you don't over reel and reel the bait in too fast. Definitely my go-to setup when the water's still kind of cool. When it starts warming up, let's say 75 and higher, I go away from the chatterbait and go more towards a swim jig or just a swim bait. And then the heavy hitter, and what got a majority of my bites, I would say 90% of my bites, was this setup right here. Flipping the pads. Good old Florida color, black and blue crazy crawl, Bruiser crazy crawl. I go to when I do just flipping, not necessarily punching, but it's great punching bait too, but flipping the pads. 1/2 ounce flat out tungsten weight, double pegged with a Hack Tack 4/0 flipping hook. I used to use the Trocars, but the Trocars just tore the plastics up too bad. It would just cut them up, and even if you got hung up on pads, that bait was done. I was just going through plastic so fast, I went to that. And throwing it on a Vexen 7'4" heavy action rod. Be able to pull them through the pads and get them out fast. And I was not using braid. A lot of people, you know, when you're flipping, especially in Florida and they're throwing a vegetation, they're using braid. I was doing something different, and I think that might have been what got me bites when other guys went through that area and didn't catch anything. I was throwing it on 20-pound Seagar fluorocarbon. It still worked just as good, still strong. I didn't have hardly any abrasions, no fish broke me off. And you can see from some of those bass that got wrapped up on the pads, I still was able to manage to get them out. And throwing that on Shimano Mediterranean DC, and this is like a 8:2:1 gear ratio, so I had that fast gear ratio to hurry up and get them in, and also when I didn't get a bite, I can hurry up and get my bait out of the water and flip on to my next target. So realistically, these are the only two rods I really needed on my deck. Green pumpkin chatterbait, black and blue Bruiser crazy crawl. Pretty good Florida staples. So if you're watching this video, you're not from Florida and you're coming down here, definitely have these two types of baits in your boat. I'm probably going to make a series on, so you're coming to fish Florida, what bait should you bring? I think that'd be a good video and help a lot of people out. And if you want to see that video, let me know, leave it down in the comments below. And also I thought about making a video on my chatterbait setup. If you guys are familiar with a lot of my videos, I have very good success on the chatterbait, and people ask me about my setup all the time. So if you would like to see an in-depth video on that setup, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to get that video out for you too. I know I haven't been putting out a lot of videos, but life's been pretty stressful being a new dad, and you know, the baby takes up all my time, so I try to do what I can. But guys, that's it. If you're wondering, I finished 3rd place, you know, so didn't exactly win. I had 11.68 pounds, so not a giant bag, but you know, pretty respectable. And you know, made me feel good. I got my foot in the door. I had, you know, a couple people actually start to notice me. They're like, hey, you know, who's that guy? Was that you running in front of me today? You know, I actually had some people. I was just not another face in the crowd kind of thing. So, you know, I was pretty proud of that. Next tournament's going to be on Orange Lake here in Florida. A lot of hydrilla, a lot of flipping, a lot of punching. Maybe chatterbait kind of situation, throwing a little top water action in the morning if they got a shad spawn going on, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to try to get out there and practice with Bubba at least one time on that, because I don't fish orange a whole bunch, so be looking forward to that video. Hopefully, like I said, if times are tough and I'm fishing a tournament, the camera's the last thing on my mind. I'm trying to do good and get to the state championship. So guys, as always, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. And make sure to keep watching. Remember, we do more in Dinsmore. We'll see you out there.